Hey guys, what's up? So, obviously by now you've probably seen my community post that was a picture of a third gen. So, this will be the first video introducing our next batch of CEs. These are 2027s. So, as of right now, we have all 5 of our new lift buses and then 3 of our regular buses. So, we still have 12 regular buses to come in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the lift buses. So basically we have the 5, so 3 of them have no air conditioning and then 2 of them do have air conditioning. So I'm going to show you those and then just, show you the differences. It is kind of windy outside, so you'll probably hear that interference. Right now I am on the new 58. So we'll just kind of go ahead and look. So these are all full-size 72 passenger body lift buses. Big wheels, so we do have a wheel well, no flat floor. So you've got the 4 removable seats, so you could fit 3 wheelchairs. Then there's your new lift. And then the inside of these buses is pretty much the same spec-wise. Like you've got your brown seats, and the back half of a third gen is pretty much a second gen. The child check button is a little bit different now. So yesterday we were kind of messing around with them, and you just press it and it kind of blinks like a Thomas would, so that's cool. These also have 4 emergency exit windows instead of 2 like the 23s do. So I'm very happy about that, because I just personally feel that a bus of this size should have 4 exit windows. So anyway, moving forward, you guys probably know that LED dome lights are the new standard option on the CEs. So the LED dome lights are cool. They did already install the cameras at the dealer, so that was cool. And most of you are familiar with the front of a first gen. This is not a first gen, Noah, come on. Most of you are familiar with the front of a third gen, but we'll take a quick look. So we did get the upgraded driver seats, so that's awesome. Here's the switch panel, and then the gauge cluster, steering wheel. There's your continuation of your switches and your radio, parking brake, all that fun stuff. There's the IC logo. One of the things that I am happy about with these newer buses is that they did go ahead and update to that version of the logo. So most of these, I think the Gen Ed buses were built in November, and then this one, for example, was built December 17th. I know one of the air-conditioned buses was built December 23rd. So anyway, the first 4 seats have integrated car seats, which is awesome. There's your stepwell. You got your new style doors, of course. We'll go ahead and take a walk around. So, like I said, this is the new 58. The new 57, 58, 59 are all identical. And then you have 60 and 78. So, there's your new IC CE emblem. There's the roof logo. Got your rooftop number. And of course, Lebanon City Schools. And there's your lift door. And there's your wheelchair lift. Very nice and shiny. And then here's the back of the bus. These are our first CEs with LED warning lights, so that's pretty cool. There's your better look at it. And then all LED, brake, turn, tail, reverse, all that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. No visors, and I know some of you prefer visors, but personally, I am glad we went without the visors, and we went without the visors for the full reason that they always get smashed up. So I'm glad that we did that. Moving on, you've got your stop sign, which of course is LED. Obviously, you guys could probably put together that the dealer numbered these. So there's your number on the electrical panel door. There's your new IC logo. And then this is the new 57, which is identical to 58. And then there's the new 59. Same thing. So here's the new 60. 60 and 78, like I said, are air-conditioned buses. So we'll look at the outside real quick. You'll notice these have extended skirts, much like 103 does, because of the air conditioning. And then there's your lift. I'll open this one too so you guys can see it. Pretty much same thing. And then here's the back of the bus. And these have the new stop, of course, which these have the stop that was on transfer paper, so it's all level and even and good. So spec-wise, I mean, they're pretty much the same aside from the air conditioning and the extended skirts. So we'll go look inside here in a second. There's the IC logo. The one thing I will note on 78, whoever placed the passenger side roof logo at the factory put it up kind of high. But hey, what are you going to do? So there's your certified clean idle sticker. There's a better look at 60. You can see the other three. And then there's 78. And we got the black grille with the chrome surround, which it's growing on me, I will say. At first, I would have almost preferred the black surround with the black grille because I really do like the way that looks. Because you guys know how I feel about yellow door frames and stuff. I would have much rather had this yellow completely, aside from this, because this piece, even with a yellow grille, is still black. But, you know, that wasn't up to me. And then the doors are black. I have seen one district in Ohio spec yellow door frames on one of these, and I absolutely love it. So here's the door release. And this one, it's got the dome lights they come on, which I really like that feature. That's pretty cool. I mean, they all have it, but this one, the lights came on. So there's your demonstration of the LED dome lights, which I do like that. And these actually have a dimmer switch that allow you to control how bright they are. So that's pretty cool. On the inside here, the buses are pretty much the same. Only big difference is the air conditioning. And let's get back here. This has the IC air. There's one of the LED dome light for the wheelchair door. Anyway, IC air, which that's the same thing 103 has. I don't know if you can see that, but that's got the older IC roof logo from like 2012, 2013 model year, before they added Navistar. So yeah, that's your air conditioning for the back. And then we'll go up front and look at the air conditioning up front. Wheelchair setup is the same in here, where you've got 4 removable seats and spots for 3 wheelchairs. And obviously big bus, so there's your wheel well. So the emergency exits on these buses are spaced, so it looks like on the passenger side it is spaced with 3 windows in between, and then it's spaced with 2 windows on the driver's side, which I'm fairly sure that those over there were spaced with 2 on both sides, but we'll look when we finish in here. So yeah, up here is your other air conditioner, and the first aid kit and the body fluid cleanup kit are out there. The other thing on the non-air conditioned buses, we got the bulkhead, which again I can show you on 58, but we got the bulkhead where it's tucked away. On the 23s, when they were placing these mounts, it seems like when they were doing it at the factory, they couldn't get, you know, like, it was always slightly like spaced differently. So when you're putting like a rule sheet on the bulkhead, it's kind of hard to do when these are in the way. So I am happy that our other buses, like the ones without air, have that. So again, here's your switch panel. Of course, this one has the control for your air conditioning. There's your steering wheel, gauge cluster. There's your other switches and stuff. Keys aren't in these right now, so startup will have to come later. But the other thing, these all have the shifter with the, like, a stock where you turn it like this instead of the, you know, where you click it like this. So that's going to take some getting used to. Again, upgraded driver's seat. Absolutely love these. I was hoping we'd get these mainly because of this, but I sat in one of these seats yesterday and oh my goodness, they are fantastic. So we'll go ahead and go back to 58 real quick and look to see if the spacing's the same on the exits. We'll shut the door. All right. You may be wondering why we're not going to look at the regular buses. That's because I'm going to wait until they're all here. Right now, we're just going to look at the wheelchair buses. So, going back to 58. Okay, so I guess they're all set up like that. I didn't even realize. So, on the passenger side, you've got 3 windows spaced between your exits. And on the driver's side, you've got 2 windows spaced between your exits. The only thing I can think is because of the wheelchairs, but that doesn't really make sense to me because all that's like way back here. So like an exit window being here, I don't feel like it would interfere, but I don't know. It's kind of odd, but you know, I didn't spec these. I'm just happy that they have the correct amount of emergency exit windows for a bus of this size. I think that like 76 there, like the C2s only have 2 exit windows, the 23s only have 2 exit windows. I just feel like if a bus is that big, it should have at least 4, but you know, that's just my personal opinion. So anyway, that is pretty much it. I just want to share the wheelchair buses with you since they're all here. I am assuming that throughout the rest of this week, we're going to get the next 12 regular buses, because right now we just have the 3. Right now we have that bus well, you can't see it. Let me move a little bit closer. So we have the new bus 4, which is right in front of us. We have 96, which we're going to get a new 94, 96, but they're going to be renumbered to 55 and 56. And then the bus that's like right behind 4 is the new 31. So there's current 96 actually. But basically, when they were picking out the numbers, you know, they had picked 94 and 96 to be retired, and they were going to refill the spots. Well, you know, I kind of suggested, because what they're going to have to do is kind of reorient the lot, like this middle row, for a lot of the buses to get, you know, parked. So what I suggested was, because we're still, I mean, we're going to do 52 up to 54 with these buses, well, the Gen Ed buses. So I thought, well, you know, instead of 94, 96, do 55, 56, and that way, you know, this back row here, you can take out some of the 90s, and that's less buses you have to have in the back row. So that was what I had suggested, and that's what they're gonna do because it makes sense. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna stop talking. I absolutely love these buses. I know that at one time, I love how I said I'm just gonna stop talking, but there's more. I know when these first hit the road, I was not like real thrilled because it took me a while to warm up to the front end of these. Because, like, your good example here is you look at 4 and then you look at 96. You know, without knowing any better, you could almost say 96 is a is a second gen. I'm also just noticing that the 96 has the other style of taillight, so I'm wondering if they just spec'd those on these lift buses. But anyway, so like I was saying, you know, the front end's the only thing that really, really dramatically changed. So that was one of my big things. I mean, it still is kind of one of my big things. Some people say, what can you really do with the rear end? Well, I feel like you could do something. But anyways, my whole point is I like these. I sat down in this driver's seat. Well, yeah, it was this driver's seat, actually. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. Like, that driver's seat, best driver's seat I've ever sat in, honestly. So I'm excited to get the rest of these, and obviously there will be more videos, like a startup and all that, and I'm sure eventually there will be like a drive around the lot. So exciting things going on here, guys. The content drought is coming to an end. This is what I was talking about real quick, the bulkhead here with the door where, you know, you don't have the first aid and body fluid cleanup kit just smacked up there. They're in there. And then this is, I don't know if I've showed this, but they updated the IC logo on the Leave No Student Behind sticker, so that's cool. Also, these all have the storage compartments, just like the 23s, which, awesome. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think, and yeah.